And now what we're going to talk about is the three ways which we can delete data. Now for this, I'm going to comment out the filter so that it is still there in the code. And just get rid of it right here. So let's save this and run this again. And we get an object with the ID ending in F1C2, which is the first object in the database. Now, let's assume that we are looking for this object specifically to delete it. What we can do is we can access the object by the name that we give it here in the callback function, and we can say .destroy. Now let's save this, and all that we should see happen is this list go from 16 objects to 15 objects, and we will see that this one ending in F1C2 has disappeared. So let's Control-C and run this again. And now when I come back over to Mongo and refresh, we'll see we have 15 objects, and the first instance is now ending in 48BF. Now that's how to destroy an object on the object itself. What we can do then to destroy using a filter is we can pass in the filter. So we're going to get rid of this ID. We're going to use the filter again. And actually, no, we're not, because this is in a different, we only really need the where clause in here. So actually, yeah, let's do that. So we'll say filter.where. And we'll change the find by ID to destroy all. So what this will do is it will go through the profiles and it will destroy all instances where email is like Nick. Let's get rid of this right here. And let's save. And let's go back into our terminal and run the script again. And we'll see that what's returned is null for the error, and then the actual data that's returned to the callback, which we're accessing by found, is count. And so this tells us how many instances were deleted. So if we take 8 away from 15, when I refresh this, we should only have 7 instances. And we do. And so that is how to destroy all where a certain condition is met. Now, the last one that we're going to discuss is destroy by ID. And so I'm going to open this and copy the ID. And this is much like the find by ID function. We're going to say destroy by ID. And then I'm going to paste the actual ID as a string as the first parameter. And let's save this. And then let's rerun this test script. And we'll see it has destroyed 1. And if I refresh, the count should now go down to 6. And so that's the 3 ways that we can destroy data. Now, when you're working with relations, you can also destroy the relations. So let's assume that we have profile, find by ID. I'm not going to run this. I'm not going to worry about the IDs, but I'm going to demonstrate that once we have a model instance, let's assume that we've included posts. So include posts as the filter. So now we have profile.posts. in here. And by default, the posts list will not be rendered or calculated or usable in any way until we do one of a few things. We can say posts.find, and then the callback function will be like this. And now this will find all of the posts of the profile. And we can also run profile, or rather it would be found.posts destroy all. And this can either destroy all of a user's posts, all of the posts related to this model that we're looking at right now. And you can also use the filter. So let's say we only want to destroy all of this user's posts where date is greater than or equal to, and then we would, specify a date here. So new date, and let's say 2019-02-04. This would destroy all of this user's posts that were actually less than, that are older than this date. And so that is how to destroy data. And I think we've covered basically everything about working with data. It's very much this simple. Anything you add to this past this point will be all custom code, like running calculations and whatnot. And so I'm sure we'll cover these more in depth as well.